What is going on? Today is Tuesday. Last week, I told you I would see you this week, and you're here. You made it. You all made it. I'm so happy to be here with my great friends, my handsome brother, Johnny Boy. What's going on, Johnny?
Oh, stop it, Joe. You start off like that all the time. You're handsome, too. But Tuesdays is
But how about putting your mic in your mouth and maybe we can hear you? What are you doing? Giving hand signals? You know, we're going to come back to you when you
Sometimes I need a mic.
Oh, my goodness. You had all of this time to get it together. Now, your mom didn't hear one word you said. What were you
surprised
saying?
me
Had
again. I
breakfast.
didn't know I was going on. I didn't know I was doing auctions, too, but loved it. Had a great weekend selling a nice bottle of wine from John Rich's club. That was
It
really
was
nice,
actually
man.
brown booze. You know exactly what it was. It was Redneck Riviera. Oh, yeah.
I've had that.
Kevin salivating.
So we sold that. We auctioned that off. It was going so well. They said, hurry up because the show's got to go on. You know?
Yeah, well, it was going. We started with $1. Right? Is that what we started with?
$5.
$5?
Yeah.
$5. Give us a sample, Johnny.
200,
What are you
I think
doing?
it went up to 275.
Yeah, pretend
you know.
you're selling
I was
it.
doing fives and $10 here, make it 15. Looking to get 15, got 15, make it 20. And every time I looked, somebody else raised their hand. It was hard to get off the stage, but we got rid of that bottle of booze and made a little bit of money for a good cause.
Yes. What was the cause? Do you recall?
Getting drunk? I don't know.
Yeah, I think the cause was let's get drunk. Why? Just
we
cause.
could do it.
Just cause.
That's my favorite cause.
Yeah, just cause.
I like the afternoon drinking cause. That's a good one.
Oh, I didn't know Gino was here on this show. I didn't know Gino was here on the show.
Right here, buddy.
No one knew.
Go to Gino real quick, because look, he's still looking. He's on the subway.
Come on, what I do now?
He's
I'm
still on
here.
the
I
subway.
wore a dressy shirt for this. Not even a t-shirt.
He's in a
This is
black and white movie. Look at him over there.
Not even cotton.
The shirt makes him blend in really nice with the New York City skyline.
Yeah, you're all black and white there,
In
buddy.
front of the 250 years, America. Who couldn't be prouder?
Johnny disappears. Where'd John go? I don't see.
I'm
It's
a
just a
poster.
floating head.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Hey, look at him, and there's KDJ. KDJ. No, that's John. That's me. That's Gino.
You got to get your backdrop fixed up.
Actually, KDJ, we didn't see you this weekend. We missed you. So how were you? What'd you do? Where were you at?
I was in Saratoga Springs at the Comedy Works there, and a bunch of people who watched the show and listened to my radio program showed up. Got to hang out with real patriots. Plus, you get to say some more jokes. You know how it is, Gino. When the crowd's on your side, you get, well, let's just slam the left a little bit.
Wind at your back. I did a show up a little further east at the Mastic Yacht Club, which is more club than yachts. Like they don't have golf on in the bar; they have NASCAR. But they are very conservative, smart, great people. It's like, hey, how are you today? He's a genius. Yeah. How does he do it? Then you call Kamala a whore, and you get a standing O. It's great. It's great. I love it.
A standing orgasm? I've never seen that before.
An outstanding orgasm. Me neither.
Well, that was Gino. I didn't even get a chance to introduce
Hey.
him, but he was already letting you know what he did for the weekend. But you wound up coming down to the warehouse that night.
It was on the way back. Wow. It's just and I brought the wife. It's the first time she ever set foot in here. And
Keanu.
yeah, a great comedian. And oh my God, like, you know, because she thinks I'm just coming out, and I am, to hang out with the guys. Like, I'll always send her a picture, smoking a cigar, eating a sandwich in the other warehouse. And she's like, oh my God, it's like it's a real building. It's beautiful. I'm like, yeah, I'm actually working when I come out here and talk political stuff. Like, let me explain what else I did today. On the way here, I had to get gas, and it was $1 extra a gallon since like last week. And you know what I did? I said, here's that extra $1, because it's like tipping for freedom. Because everyone's like complaining about the gas prices. Because what did the last administration didn't do that? Yeah, while they weren't invading Iraq, they weren't releasing the Epstein files. Shut up. I give them an extra $1, and oh, that gasoline fumes, they smell like freedom. And I loved giving every penny of it. It's good to be here.
Very good. Kevin, can you top him, please?
No one can top Gino unless he's drunk. Then you're wrestling, and it's Man Love Monday. Who's going to take the cake here?
That's when he goes,
Who's going to
can
give
I
up the
top
cake?
you off? I'd love that. I'd love that. It's almost noon.
Well, it does hurt a little bit to fill up your car, and it's an extra $25 more. I know it's just a little bit of pain, and I know it's also temporary because price will go down. And just think about what our greatest president ever did. So we got all the oil from Venezuela. Now all that oil from Iraq, even I think it's only 2% of our oil intake. Most of our oil we get from ourselves now. Now that we're refining oil again, we're going to be the greatest country. We'll never have that issue with gas prices.
Who's not getting oil from Venezuela? Cuba.
Cuba, China.
Cuba, who's about their energy grid went down. Didn't mean to bring up your weekend. Their energy grid went down for the third time. Didn't mean to bring up your prom. The energy grid went down for the third time this month in Cuba. And Donald Trump literally said it. He's like, can't believe I'm going to get to take Cuba. And they're like, what do you mean? He's like, I don't know, take it, invade it. I could pretty much do anything. And let me tell you something else I've noticed about, and then I'll go to you three, about
I hope
Trump.
so. That's something I'd
About
like to
Trump.
say.
Am I wrong? All these other politicians, they didn't like being president. They wanted it out of anger and greed and power. Trump likes being the president of a country he loves. When he talks, I don't think he's done anything they can arrest him for, even though they tried, and thank God Mueller's dead. Because when he talks, he's just a guy that's proud of what he's doing for his people. Am I wrong?
No
100%
way,
right.
bro. No way. This is the greatest time, in my opinion, to be alive. I mean, well, I happen to be alive, so I would be biased about my own life. But I'm really excited about what's happening. I see it going down, and Trump is really, is doing great things, and he's really fighting the devil everywhere he turns. It's almost a spiritual battle, I kind of feel like, because how can you possibly want what the Democrats want? How could you possibly feel that men should be allowed to play in women's sports, or men can go to the women's bathroom, or a man can even be a woman? Is like something blows my mind. And the trans to change people, children, to what's in your sick ideological mind, because no child wants his thing cut off, his dingleberry cut off. I don't believe so, Kevin. I mean, I can't imagine. I always liked mine, Kevin.
I don't want a man that's a man that's actually a woman blowing anything, especially my mind.
Well, dingaling Democrats. On this Cuba thing over here that I don't know how I saw it, but it was about some of the richest people through, being on their family, rented this plane, and they all got dressed up and bashed our president. And it was the weirdest thing I ever saw. I guess I should have brought it up sooner so you guys could jump in on it. Whacked out of their minds. And then lecturing on what's going on. So they rented the only hotel in Havana that obviously had its own generator, so they had lights, and they hung out by the pool, and they're talking about how wonderful Cuba is as he's sipping his coffee with his pinkies up. The dumbest people. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And and then the rest of the people in Cuba with no electric, no gas, they're so happy because they know there's going to be change. They're so happy because the president, Donald Trump, who doesn't only love our American people, he loves everybody in the world. Guy's unbelievable.
Yep. So here's what's going on. It's a bunch of testicle haters who call themselves Code Pink. They got themselves a plane. They said, we're bringing supplies down to Cuba. Cuba is communist. All the people want the communism gone. Here comes Ilhan Omar's daughter. They throw themselves a big party, and they have a concert. And the rappers are F ICE, F Israel, Free Palestine. So that has nothing to do with Cuba. You can see, and they're all wearing the keffiyehs. So all of this is wrapped up into one big old psyop. You've got your science claim idiots like, how dare you? What's it, Greta Thunberg? Remember, she put on the keffiyeh and said, well, I'm going to Gaza now. It's all one big psyop, folks. It's fake. And right now, those animals are down there. They're the only people in Cuba with electricity, and they are leaving such a bad taste in the mouths of the Cubans that they're there to help.
Yeah. The Cuban people and the people like in Miami, I don't think they'll vote any other way but Republicans. After they clean up Cuba, because there's a lot of people that I knew from working down in South Florida for 20 years that did come across on the boat. I was always good friends with a lot of Spanish people, so they would, translate for me because I knew how to order breakfast and a beer and stuff like that. But the happiness that they have on what's coming, and I know it's going to Cuba is going to be a part of us. He's going to be ours. It's going to be a free democratic
Don't
country.
they call Miami Little Cuba? Is Miami Little Cuba?
Yeah, it is. You know what? When I got to
Are they red in Miami? I thought they was a blue
No, they all
town.
voted Trump.
The Cubans are as red as they come.
The Spanish.
When I got divorced, I left Manhattan. I moved to West New York, New Jersey. It's right across the river. The neighborhood is 99% Cuban, 1% divorced white guy with bad credit.
That's you.
That's me. And you didn't see one Obama sign when he was running against Romney. You didn't see one.
And it's the arrogance of the left. They say something and not only they think it's true, they believe their own lies because they're so used to everyone else on the left believing their stupid lies.
Yep.
And I think they forget, and I love that they always say this is a party of common sense. You said it, John. Like, there's so many people in Miami that are Cuban, and a lot of them want to go home. Do you realize when we take Cuba, a lot of people will finally be able to go home to their families like they want because you said it. Donald Trump loves everyone.
Yeah.
He does.
And let's face it, he's taking down Venezuela. He's taking down Iran right now. Keep in mind, the New World Order supposed to come to the UN involves China, Russia, Iran. Oh, one of those doesn't exist. And Venezuela's gone. Cuba's gone. Trump is playing the long game. He is saving the world for the next generation or two. This isn't about just cheap gas prices for the next 3 years. He's rocking the Casbah.
Well, I think only the people that are in those offices with those the blue shitty states or the the Democrats that run it, they were elected in there by fraud, by cheating. So if we don't straighten the SAVE Act out, I mean, that's not a federal election, but all elections should be honest and clean. They're in there because they cheat.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. And you were going to say?
I was going to say they're in it because they cheat. That's the only way.
What are you guys,
they can
twins?
Do it. Listen how ridiculous their responses are to this, the SAVE Act, and what they think their excuses are that women can't go down and get their birth certificate or anything like that. I mean,
And they believe it. They're like, oh, we can't. Are you insane? It is so easy to obtain a birth certificate. I did it like 20 years ago, and I don't remember how I got it because it was that easy. Do you understand?
I got mine 10 years ago in Detroit, didn't get shot. It's easy. I went down, I was there for 20 minutes, and they gave me the official one, just got the seal and whatnot.
You're not trying to get Obama's birth certificate.
Well, I'll tell you what, with 14 seconds left, I don't know what year it was, the CDL license came out, and I got one for me. I got one for you, too, Johnny. Remember I took your
Yeah, I
test?
had your picture on my license for many years.
Yeah, you owe me.
I owe you.
You've worked hard and saved, but inflation and increased money supply are eroding your buying power. Protect and grow your wealth with physical gold and silver. Sound Money. With a Sound Money wallet, your wealth stays in your control. Buy fractionally, vault securely, ship directly, and instantly liquidate your gold and silver at the highest buyback price in the industry. Real money, real ownership. Visit tafwsoundmoney.info or scan the QR code and start securing your financial future today.
The America First Ultra MAGA Store. For all your MAGA needs. We sell t-shirts, tumblers, flags, hats, sneakers, bumper stickers, and a whole lot more. The most patriotic America First retail store. The America First Ultra MAGA Store.
Live at the America First Warehouse. Live at the America First Warehouse on a Friday. Real America's Voice all across the country. 103.9 LI News Radio, all across your radio. Suffolk County, Long Island. Glad you're in.
Corporate transfer. Fine professional, moving and storage, and inventory management.
America First Warehouse was really the most patriotic venue that you can ever imagine. We wanted to build something for people to be able to come to and feel so comfortable and so relaxed because there is nothing out there like it. We give an opportunity for people to really feel good about themselves and about this great country. Lord Jesus, thank you for another great day here at the America First Warehouse. My wife is always like, oh, have fun at work, have fun, fun at work. This is what work is. This is fun all the time. I've always had fun. I think that's what probably bothers her a lot, is that I always have fun, even in the toughest times. How about you, Gino?
I've often said
But I'm sleeping.
I just went from headliner to middle act.
I was looking this way. He had no idea it was
he
coming.
zigged, we zagged.
He had no idea.
I've had this conversation with my brother countless times about like I had a job ages ago and it's just like it was work and like we get paid to. I've always been proud of the fact that people like me, you, Freddie, Rabina, we get to laugh while we're actually saying what we want to say, making people think, having fun. And there's so many comedians I've worked with in New York, and I told a story about one. It's like you should just get a job. You're like working when you get on stage. You're not enjoying it. And don't get me wrong, a lot of them are very successful, but it's like that's not how you want to do it. You want to. Well, that's not how I want to. do it.
Well, anybody that works for a living and really enjoys what they're doing, they're enjoying life altogether,
Yeah.
We were in the moving business, so I could always say, I've been there, I've been over there, I've been there. Oh, how was it? It was really nice. I said, I was moving somebody. It's because I went to all these places. Didn't mean I got out to actually enjoy it because I was working. But I loved what I was doing. I was pretty blessed to have that. Who wants to be a bus driver that hates kids? What are you doing driving a bus then?
Well, work at the senior center. What can I tell you?
Trust me, if you like kids, you want to be a priest or
Well,
a
they probably
politician.
can't be too close because they make them hungry. They want to eat the babies. I understand.
Well, here's a topic that really steams my baked clams.
Roast my nuts.
Just the other day, I think the House had voted to protect themselves with their sexual predators.
They have a slush fund.
they do.
They've had a slush fund for decades.
Yep.
Am I correct?
Yep.
To pay off the pages and the people that file sexual harassment charges and settle out of court. I mean,
And they hide it because who's going to tell on yourself? Because it was never me. It was my brother. I know how that works. It wasn't me. I didn't do it, and because they're not going to vote against themselves. And the same thing with the SAVE Act. They don't want the SAVE Act because they're going to cheat. And we can't let that happen. I know President Trump won't let that happen. He's got something planned that's going to clean it up.
Kevin, do you think Trump enjoys his when he's working? Do you think it's an enjoyable time for him?
Loves it. He's always smiling. He's always laughing. He's so folks. If you're not from the East Coast, or something we call busting chops, busting balls, he's always doing that. He's like, I'm gonna make Canada the 51st state, and they go nuts.
how about the Japan line this week?
Oh, that was beautiful. Come on.
Are you kidding
Loved
me?
it.
I didn't even see it coming.
Loved it.
Why didn't they tell us?
was
Why
a
didn't they
complete
tell us that they were
surprise.
bombing Pearl Harbor?
He is so used to talking to normal people
Yeah.
in a normal setting. All these other, and this is what I alluded to in the first segment. He is just having fun at a job and way to lead into it that he really enjoys because you said it earlier. He loves everyone. It's not just America. He's most proud of America.
Yeah.
And every other politician before him, go back and watch. I mean, I don't know if you recall, but Michelle Obama, a very wealthy black woman, wink, wink, on the day her husband, an American, wink, wink, was elected president, she said, and I quote, "This is the first day I'm proud to be an American."
Yeah.
Then go, can I say fuck yourself?
Yeah.
You piece of garbage?
No, you're not supposed
Well,
to.
well, let me tell you, he can. He can.
I was going to say, he can probably.
I mean, it's insane. These are the people we get. Then we get Joe Biden who hid in the basement, and I'll even go after the people on the right, like George, like he was in with the CIA. You're finding out all this stuff. Donald Trump is not a career politician, and that drives everyone nuts, and everyone knows this because it breaks their system.
Yep. And keep in mind, Big Mike went to what? I think it was Yale. I mean, not a lot of people go.
Right.
If we were to walk in right now and say, "Oh, what, you guys here to fix the ice machine? What are you doing here? Get out of here, you animals!" Not a lot of people get to go to these schools. She's always had money. She's always been in the 1%, and it just wasn't enough.
Obama brought back like racial divide. He
Yes.
really did. If you look at a big thing called a word cloud, you ever heard of those? And it's like you take a year and you look at the words that are used the most or found the most. It's so much racial division in the words you'll find in it because that was his job to tear the country apart from the inside. Nice
And
work.
doesn't he deserve to be brought up on treason charges? All this stuff is coming true. And now, these left-wing judges that are down there, we finally got a judge down in South Florida that is bringing Comey in to indict him on charges on what they set up. And it all started from Obama. And I know that the chips will fall because if I'm going to be able to save my ass and that other guy goes that really started it, it's going to come out. I mean, I think that's happening in the next week or so. We're going to be seeing that where he's got to go to court.
Tulsi Gabbard found just stacks of evidence saying that the whole Russia collusion thing starts and ends with Obama. Hillary did her part, and Brennan did his part, and Comey did his part. But Obama, he was running the roost at the time. And even Trump was on TV saying, as I understand it, it all leads to Obama. It does.
Hillary. And Hillary.
And by the way,
that's
who
where the
just
money
di-
came in.
Who just died? Robert Mueller.
Yeah.
And what did Donald Trump say? Thank God, and this is how a normal person, thank God he's dead. He ruined, he went after Donald Trump. All the lies, and no one talks about it. He went after Donald Trump. He went after his family. He destroyed he took away so much of Trump's credibility during Trump 45. I love saying Trump 45 because it remembers the left that fucking now we have Trump 47 and they gnash and wail their teeth, wail and gnash their teeth. But at any rate, that's how a normal person talks. If someone tried to ruin you and your brother, and you two are doing a great job on your own hiring me and Kevin, but if someone tried to ruin you and your brother and he died, would you be like, what a sin? Well, if you are, you're a better person than me, but I like a president that's an alpha male and says what he thinks and bangs hookers and has somebody pay them off, okay? Because friggin' Joe Biden can't bang anyone. Jesus Christ.
And these are the idiots who celebrated Charlie Kirk getting assassinated.
Yep.
They're like, I can't believe Trump said that. And they're still mocking Charlie Kirk. A lot of them teachers in front of kids. Didn't get fired. No problem. Go ahead. Piss off the students. The students love Charlie Kirk.
Yeah.
Why are these people so brainwashed? Why is it that a school out in the east end of Long Island, because James Justice reported this, took their whole classroom out to march on the street and protest ICE, the elementary kids. So the kids are going home, going, ICE is, no good, and they're evil, and their parents are going, well, who taught you that? Well, my teacher taught me that.
Yeah.
I tell you what, if I was a parent, and I had 4 great sons, and they're great men, and they're not as crazy as I am when it comes to saving the country and how I feel about it, and they, quite frankly, don't really understand my passion and why I've turned into this psychopath. Because that's really where I'm at. I feel like they tried to steal so much from us, and I've watched my whole life without really paying attention, but I can look back and see how corrupt and how evil and how our administrations and our government did not work for the American citizen. And Donald Trump is bringing that out. Now, Donald Trump was talking about that, Johnny boy, in 1979, 1980.
Yep.
He was talking about the corruptness or how these countries were taking advantage of us. So then he has this tariff thing he puts in, and we raise $180 billion in tariffs, and they say, give it back. Give it back to the people that you took it from. No. These people have been stealing from us. I don't know how they're going to give it back.
Joe, when you think about the fraud amounts, and we don't even know what they are, and that's enough money to pay off all these people that think and talk that way because they're already involved in it. I mean, it trickles all the way down. Yes, the guy at the head gets the most, like the guy that's running the Fed that got $1 billion overrun, and Judge Jean's on him now, and that truth's going to come out too. And the fraud, the money, that's why. It's so much of it. It's so much money. It's got a lot of people sucked in.
And it
the
ties
rest of the dumb people that watch CNN or whatever.
And it ties it, CNN, it ties into what you're saying. Why do people believe this? Because they still believe the mainstream media. And it's these alternative journalists, that Nick Shirley kid. Talk about fraud. He blew the doors off the Leering Center, and then he went to L.A., and there is so much fraud going on, which brings me back to the first thing I said. $1 extra for a gallon of gas? Gladly, because I know exactly why I am shelling out that extra dollar. I know it's going towards the freedom of people in Cuba, the liberation of, you know what? Hey, you take that dollar. Every extra dollar you spend, a woman in Iran gets to keep her clitoris. Do you understand? Yep. But when you're paying tax dollars in Minnesota, here in New York, where they are bleeding the middle class with tickets and all these stupid little fines because they have a $5 billion deficit. In LA, how much was that train that hasn't been built supposed to cost in the billions? And you don't know where any of that money goes. You know where it goes. It goes to the very people you just talked about,
we're at
John.
because of the fraud.
Yeah.
And if we didn't have the fraud, we wouldn't have a deficit. We would be able to budget what's going on, especially with our president's bringing so much money that he did through his tariffs. The man's brilliant. I thank Jesus every morning that I got a great life for myself and I'm alive, and I thank him for my president, too.
Well, this really irritates me, too, because you look at these congressmen and senators that are so rich. Personally.
Yep.
They're so rich. Now, they're so smart to make that kind of money, but they can't run a government. They can't run our...
Yeah, but they won't let
Elections?
you investigate themselves. You know, we should Nick Shirley
The
him.
Nancy
The-
Pelosi stock tracker. You've heard of
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all.
Absolutely. A guy on Twitter, he puts up whatever Nancy buys or sells, so you can do it. You can go, I'm going to do that because she's up like 200% every year.
She's stronger than
80%
gold
of
and
her
silver.
picks.
She's she's just amazing at her picks, and people we're just so used to it. It's like, well, you know, that's what they're going to do. Just put your pants on, right? Go to work again. No, we have to stand up. We can't shut up. We have to make noise. Otherwise, they're just going to come back.
Could you imagine our lives without all that fraud money and that money going to our citizens that need it? Could you imagine where we'd be today?
There'd be no poverty. There'd be almost no taxes. Trump even said, if we can get rid of the fraud and keep the tariffs, we might not pay taxes again. We may be a tax-free
I heard
nation.
that.
There's a very real chance people making under 150,000 will not have income tax in the next couple of years. Or
Or
I
homeowners over
believe
60
that.
won't have to pay tax on theirs either.
Well, listen, the
All
the
good stuff.
world seems to be caving in all the way around us, and I know people are worried about that, but I'm going to say stay focused. Stay focused on the prize. The prize is Christ coming back to the nation and taking America back, and that's where we are. When we come back after this break, I'm looking to introduce everybody to Amir Fakhravar. And Amir is a very smart man that was educated, grew up here in the States. He's going to tell you a little bit about his story, but he knows Iran. I don't know where Iraq is, but I think it's next to Iran.
Yes.
Most people think they have options when searching for the best deals when they travel. But here's the shocking truth. 100% of the major travel agencies are owned by just two entities, Expedia and Booking Holdings. They claim to offer the lowest rates, but due to the hotel rate parity agreement, they all have the same pricing, limiting genuine competition. When you book through these sites, you act as your own travel agent, but the profits are going to organizations that don't support our patriot values. We cannot allow that to continue. So, we decided to make travel great again by starting a US-based travel membership platform, mypatriottravel.com. We are patriots helping patriots. Together, we can disrupt the travel industry by not spending our hard-earned dollars supporting the radical left. For just $29.99 per month, you gain access to true wholesale rates on travel, saving you on average 35% and up to 65%. Book as often as you like, with no limits. Keep your hard-earned dollars in your pocket and spend them on things you need and want to support. Go to mypatriottravel.com/TAFW and grab your membership today. mypatriottravel.com/TAFW. Making travel great again.
Are you a true American? Then it's time to get connected. Download the America First Media and Television app and stay up to date with real news, bold voices, and live events from the America First Warehouse. From national broadcasts and exclusive shows to comedy nights, concerts, and special events. It's all right at your fingertips. No filters, no spin, just America First. Download the America First Media and Television app today and be part of the movement.
I'm sure you guys remember the platinum single Justice for All with Donald Trump and the J6 Prison Choir. Well, get ready for round two. We're coming out with Anthem of the Free with High Res and the J6 Prison Choir. It's coming out now. It's pre-sale until December 19th when it drops. Get yours on all platforms, Google Play, Apple iTunes. Get it. It's going to be hot.
Justice for all, our voices ring. The anthem of the free.
It's me, Joe the Box, the America First Warehouse, most patriotic venue in all the land.
The America First Warehouse, a beacon for all to see. A symbol of unity. For the patriots of America, we stand tall and free. The America First Warehouse, where our hearts will always be.
me, Joe the Box, the America First Warehouse, most patriotic venue in all the land. What a weekend we had here at the warehouse. We didn't host the Studio 6B on Friday, but we did host a live comedy show from that show tonight. And this weekend, I think this Saturday, we will be premiering the first half of the show on our network. In order for you to get the second half, you'd have to go online and apply to the Studio TST app, and I think you can get the second half. Now, Gino, you was very late that night on Saturday night because you were working your ass off earlier, or your wife was carrying your act. I'm not really sure how that works over there, but I did.
I'm sure how that works. I've seen it.
Oh, okay. Yes, because Keanu, did I say that right? Keanu. When I first saw Keanu at Governor's, we had gone down there to see Gino. He was like the superstar act, but much to my surprise, it wasn't Gino that was the superstar. It was Keanu. So she's up there cracking me up, picking on some lesbians in the show. It was really good. And then she had a joke about Gino. And I was like, Gino? She's her husband, she says. I go, get out of here. I couldn't believe it. Because I really, after it was all said and done, Amir is here? Okay, listen. We have a great guest. I'm sorry, Gino, we're going to have to come back to you because I was about to clobber you because I like clobbering you. But I have a good friend of ours from the show, Amir Fakravar, and I believe I might have said that properly, but I will tell you Amir had come and followed the Stay Awake tour, came into the America First Warehouse, and he was one of the speakers on that circuit, and I know he finished up a weekend with them down in Florida this weekend, but when he spoke so clearly and so precisely on what is going on in Iran. Now, I know many people, we have utmost confidence and faith in our president, Donald Trump, our God, Jesus Christ, that's steering us, and our president that is doing some things that no president was ever able to do. And I don't know why he does it, but Amir, please welcome to our show, the America First Warehouse. We're so excited to have you back here at the warehouse, not physically, but I know you're on Zoom. And you are one of the foremost people that understand what is happening in Iran. There is a lot of confusion. I mean, we are blindly believing that Trump is doing the right thing. Can you clear me up and let me know that I'm right at what's going on and I'm right to support Donald Trump?
Ooh, that was a lot of questions. And thank you for having me. Let's start from sending the Happy New Year to all Iranian Americans who may listen to us. And somehow I hear back. Is it normal?
How you doing, buddy? Do we still have you, Amir?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. If you'd like some targeted questions, I can tell you. You are an activist, and like we are, for America First movements. How did you get involved in this political activism, and why do you love the country so much?
I have been political activist since I know myself, since I was 16 and was arrested in Iran for criticizing the supreme leader at the time of my senior high school back then. And then I went to medical school and law school, and still I have been arrested several times, at least 19 times. And for 5 years I was in prison under torture by IRGC, Revolutionary Guard, and the Iranian Revolutionary Guard, and MOIS, Ministry of Intelligence. They broke at least 50 bones in my body under torture. I don't know what exactly they wanted, but they wanted something. And then, it was for last 34 years, I have been fighting with this regime. And 20 years ago, escaped notorious Evin prison, came to United States, and started my journey here. And I met several presidents and probably more than 200 congressmen and senators to brief them about Iran. What is exactly Iran? We all hear Iran, but we should know 99% of the country, we are fighting with that regime. 1% of the small group of fanatic mullahs who occupied Iran. They are not even Persian. And some Muslims, they occupied our country, and we, the Iranians, we are not even Muslim. That's the problem. And then, when during my time in United States, I realized the only group who understood that are the part of conservative movement in United States who could understand the threat of Islam. Let me stop here and hear your questions.
Well, first of all, we don't really understand. Do you think that Trump has a plan, and do you think that his plan is going according to how he sees it happening?
He has a plan, and he won the game. He won this war. Right now, he's going to just break the world record, and the regime is gone, the Iranian regime. And look at Venezuela. The Venezuelan regime is gone too, and Cuba will be gone too soon. And the problems in the world President Trump is solving, it's the very old issue that nobody could go and touch it. But President Trump was brave enough to go and do that. As I mentioned in my speech just last weekend in Palm Beach, Florida, we hear America first, but America first doesn't mean the world without America, because our globe is a lot smaller than we can imagine. And without the leadership of United States, then it's not going to be the globe exists, because a lot of dictators, they are waiting to come and hunt you here inside this country. And I guess we should again define the real meaning of America first. We should go back and soul searching from the time of American founding fathers to see why President Thomas Jefferson called the foreign policy of United States the empire of liberty. It was the reason for that, because the Muslims back then started to attack United States, the Somali pirates, and then from then up to now, still Islam trying to destroy this amazing nation, the United States. Islam destroyed a lot of nations, but it was not successful in United States yet, because of the great constitution you have here.
Do you guys have some questions for Amir?
I do. Hey, Amir, can I ask you, what's the punishment in Iran for speaking out against the supreme leader?
It's the death penalty.
Wow. What is it? The death penalty.
The death penalty.
So are the 90% of the Iranians that love America, and are they Muslim? They're not a Muslim religion? And if there are 90% of them, obviously they can't raise their hand up because you guys had lost your right to bear arms.
In 1979, 98% of Iran, the population, they were considering themselves as Muslim, Shia. Today, all the surveys shows 95% of them, they are saying we are not Muslim. Just 5%. The entire population of Iran, they are not considering themselves as Muslim anymore. And it has a reason, it has a good reason. Because 1400 years ago, you know about Persian Empire. Sure. Before United States being empire of the world, we were the empire of the world. And 2700 years ago, when the government in Iran have been established, it was 2705 years ago. Can you believe that? Yeah. And then when the government was established in Iran, we started kind of the civilization, and then we spread it to the world. And then 1400 years ago, Muslims, they attacked us, destroyed entire empire, Persian Empire. They burned all the libraries. We had universities back then. Go and search about Persian Empire. The first declaration of human rights coming from Persia. It was by Cyrus the Great, which the American founding fathers, they had a lot of respect for Cyrus the Great. And all those was gone by the Muslims. The Muslims, they killed all the men they could reach in Iran. And the man in Prophet Muhammad's description was boy over the age of 10. They beheaded all the men. Then they grabbed all the women and girls in Iran. 300,000 girls, Persian girls, have been grabbed as sex slaves. And they were sold between the Muslims. And they have done something very bad to our country for 1400 years. Then we, the Persians, we forgot who we were. Totally we forgot those areas of shining in the world. And then lately, with the help of social media, with the help of the free world, we could go back and find ourselves again, our identity, and realize that, OMG, we are not Muslim. And you know, the biggest movement of converting to Christianity right now happening in Iran. The entire nation became Christian. Iran is not a part of the Islamic world anymore. It's the Christian nation, the new one.
Wow, Muslim.
We have a couple seconds. Will you stick around to the next segment? Because I have my brother has a question and Gino has some questions, and I miss you and your family.
Have you noticed your money just doesn't stretch like it used to? Your paycheck feels lighter and your savings aren't growing. The culprits? Inflation and increased money supply. They've both been quietly eating away at your purchasing power for years. Today, the dollar's value has dropped significantly. You feel it every time you spend money on goods and services. Back in 1965, $1 or an ounce of silver could buy you a gallon of milk. Fast forward to today. That same dollar barely buys a couple of coffee creamers, while an ounce of silver would get you 8 gallons of milk. Gold and silver have held their value for centuries. If you had 2,500 ounces of silver back in 1965, you could buy a brand new Ford Mustang. Today, 2,500 ounces of silver would buy you 2 Mustangs. Similarly, in the year 2000, 628 ounces of gold would buy a new $170,000 home. Today, 628 ounces would buy you a $2,500,000 home. The problem? 95% of Americans don't own physical gold or silver. They think it's too complicated and too expensive, but it doesn't have to be. We offer a membership program that allows you to buy gold or silver with as little as $1. You can buy fractional amounts, safely vault them, or have them delivered to your doorstep, and you can liquidate them whenever you want at the highest buyback price in the industry. Ready to protect your wealth and keep your purchasing power? Scan the QR code or go to tafw.soundmoney.com to learn more.
If the vote count is accurate, then how come the number of voters is different? And if it's not accurate, then why was it certified? We are suing Letitia James and the New York State Board of Elections for a conspiracy against fundamental rights. This is not about who won, it's not about what party, it's about the fact that they don't care about your rights.
All right, live from Studio 6B on a Friday night, live at the America First Warehouse.
It's me, Joe the Box, and I'm John the Blanket with the America First Podcast.
That's what I'm talking about. The Fred Rubino Podcast coming to you from the America First Warehouse.
Welcome, everybody, to the James Justice Show, tearing these airwaves apart with all the craziness that goes on in the world.
Welcome to the Patriots Podcast. Good evening, everyone.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the On the Right Side podcast here at the America First Warehouse in Long Island, New York.
Shane Jenkins here with another episode of Liberty's Cage.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to our podcast, Red, Right, and True.
We are streaming live on America First Media and Television app.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Downey Jr. Podcast. Be free, stay free.
The America First Warehouse. where our hearts will always be.
It's me, Joe the Box. I'm back here at the warehouse. We have a little bit of audio issues with Amir. I don't know if he's still getting that echo in him, but I want to keep him alive with us as we got another segment with him. Amir, can you still hear us? Are you getting that echo?
I'm hearing you, but the echo is coming. Hopefully, it's not bothering you and the audience.
Can you guys hear him?
Yes, he's coming.
Yeah, we got it pretty clear for you.
Good now.
All right, so Kevin Downey Jr. here has been with the show. He's got a radio show, and he has a question for you.
Hey, Amir, who should take over running Iran once all of the mullahs have gone away?
For now, it should be President Trump or whoever President Trump appoints, because we need to create the constitutional assembly for Iran and then go and draft a new constitution for Iran. We have done these parts. In my book, The Spirit of the Constitutional Law, Chapter 7, is the constitution, proposed draft constitution for future Iran. Already is there, but for now, definitely, before going to that point, we need President Trump. We don't need that loser prince, the son of late king, to bring the kingdom to Iran, because, for last 250 years, United States never supported any kingdom to be built. And I'm sure President Trump is not going to be the first one. And we don't need any absolute power in Iran, not supreme leader, not king. We need a constitution, the same as American founding fathers, the way they came together and signed the constitution. We need that moment. We need 1776 moment in Iran.
We still need time in Iran with our military, because if they're not cleaned out, they're going to kill whoever we put up next, and they must still have firepower, because why is there still issues in the Straits of Hormuz?
It's the last try of the regime. Probably 90% of their military is totally destroyed. Colonel Tony Schaefer yesterday on Newsmax was with me. He said 98% of their military is destroyed. But that 2% still bothering. I agree with you. For next 2-3 weeks, United States and Israel should bomb them and kill them all those regime supporters, all those IRGC terrorists. And then, it's the time to, and you have the best allies in the world. The Iranian people, the entire population, the most pro-American population on the globe. They can take care of the job.
Yeah, I believe that they can, too. I believe that the people will rise. And I will tell you, because the fake news media constantly slams our president and what he's doing. But look at the tactical maneuver he's doing. He's avoiding to blow up their power grid, avoiding to blow up their electrical plants and their oil, because he really wants the country to be able to, stay lit, unlike Cuba, which is now in darkness.
Third time this month.
Do you feel that the people see what he's doing and understand his sympathy for them?
The people of Iran, they love President Trump. They love him. During the 12 days war, it was that loser prince just released a statement and asked the people to come out for the protest. Not even one person came out. That was 10 months ago, 9 months ago, the 12 days war. And then President Trump on Truth Social asked the people of Tehran, the capital of Iran, to leave town, to evacuate capital. In 6 hours, 9 million people, they left the town. If you were asking each of them, they were saying, President Trump asked us. Right now, President Trump is bombing Tehran and all the cities and just ask the people, stay in your house. You will be safe. All the people, they are staying in their house. They have their glasses, just champagne and everything, just filming. You can see the building, the neighboring building getting bombed, but the people are celebrating. And President Trump promised us we are safe. We are staying in the house and waiting for the time he's asking us to come out. You don't know how much the Iranian people, they love Trump.
Love Trump.
They love to live a life of freedom, not a life of ruins.
Trump is more popular in Iran than the U.S. because we got the libs.
I look forward to when I don't see any American flags being burned over there. You know.
Yeah.
Well, they only burn the flags here in our country.
Yeah.
You know what?
I'm happy for
you should
Iran.
just
I
grab
can't wait
all
to see
those people who are insulting United States. Just put
Trump
them
said that he was
on a
gonna-
truck and send them to Iran to have fun, or somewhere in Middle East to have fun for a couple of weeks. Then they will come back to United States and kiss the floor and say, "Oh, we love this country."
Amira, I know you think that's trying to being funny and stuff about it, but that's a great idea. Do you have any communication with the Trump White House?
I am in touch with them, and I had the privilege to be in President Trump's house in Mar-a-Lago. I just handed him a signed copy of proposed draft constitution. My organization, National Iranian Congress, we drafted for future Iran, and I love this. He's amazing.
Yeah, he is.
Everything he's touching turns gold.
Well, I think you're amazing too. Do you got that picture I saved of Amir and his family? Can you bring that up? And Amir, maybe you can explain this to me. But it looks like I have your whole family on my motorcycle. Do we have that picture?
I don't have that.
I have it for you.
Yeah.
And I was so impressed with
That's
you.
my daughter Matita and my wife Dr. Sana Zalas.
I was very impressed with them, by the way. They sat there, they listened to your speech. Your wife was very intense into what you're doing, and your daughter had a beautiful face painting that day by one of our J6 friends that were here. It was so nice to have you here at the warehouse and refreshing. I find that most people that come to this country and become a citizen in here really care about the country. And the ones that it seems like that don't are these ones that were poured in and just trying to terrorize us.
So the Christian faith is what the Iranian people, or they, have a God. The Muslims, is there such a thing? Like I know when they categorize, the teachers are doing this. Not all teachers are doing it. There are some teachers that are bad. In the Muslim belief, is there any Muslims that could be good, or is their religion honestly want to destroy?
If you're asking me as an ex-Muslim, let me be honest with you. Islam is not a religion. Islam is a virus. Those people who are going around and saying we have the good Muslims and bad Muslims, they still haven't seen the last effect. The last effect to be zombie. When you are getting virus, for some people it's different. For some of them, immediately they are getting to be a zombie, then come and kill you. Some of them maybe take a little longer. The Islam itself is a virus. The thing they are calling Prophet Muhammad, he was nothing but a pedophile warmonger. Somebody who got married to 6 years old, and then they are proud of it. It's not such a thing, marrying 6 years old. It's raping 6 years old. And that was not the only one. He had at the same time, he had 13 wives at the same time, and unlimited young girls he could sleep with because he was prophet. And what type of prophet is this one? And he started his wars during the time he was called, he was still alive and was called prophet of Islam. He had 108 wars. And you know who he killed in all those wars? His cousins, his aunt and uncles, his family members, his neighbors, whoever have been around him, he killed them all. And that animal definitely cannot be a prophet. Whatever the world want to say, want to be respectful to Muslim, to Prophet Muhammad. Not me, not us, the Iranians. We could understand in a hard way what is exactly Islam. Islam is a satanic virus. Quran is not definitely from God. Read Quran, you will see what I'm talking about. In Bible, you can see all over the Bible is about love. Look at Quran. All over Quran is about hate and killing whoever is not believing like you.
Wow, and it is terrible, and I happen to feel the same way. It is a virus, and the virus is really taking over the land. Every city, I mean, I see them praying now on 2 or 3 times a day in New York City.
But if you're a Muslim, you are reading and following the Quran.
Well,
right? Or no, I don't know.
Yeah, if you ask me, and shout out Amir, Gina Biscotti, first time, long time. Feel free to get a little closer to the mic. These books, organized religion is like the Bible is a great book, but then you have people that want to interpret it for you. Same thing. Muslim is a religion, but these Islams, it's a political movement. Wouldn't you say, Amir?
Because there has to be a solution, and what's the plan in Iran? We have about 30 seconds left. How do people reach you, and how do they support you, Amir?
Yeah, it's my Instagram. They can find me on my Instagram. It's amir.fakhravak, and I have almost 2 million followers there, and the real followers is 20 million. Behind the scene, I can see them because most of them from Iran, they are afraid to follow
Well,
me.
I see a beautiful opportunity for me to introduce you to Rudy Giuliani. The two of you can put the plan together for Trump. I think he'd love it. God bless you, Amir.
I love
You've worked hard and saved, but inflation and increased money supply are eroding your buying power. Protect and grow your wealth with physical gold and silver. Sound Money. With a Sound Money wallet, your wealth stays in your control. Buy fractionally, vault securely, ship directly, and instantly liquidate your gold and silver at the highest buyback price in the industry. Real money, real ownership. Visit tafwsoundmoney.info or scan the QR code and start securing your financial future today.
The America First Ultra MAGA Store. For all your MAGA needs. We sell t-shirts, tumblers, flags, hats, sneakers, bumper stickers, and a whole lot more. The most patriotic America First retail store. The America First Ultra MAGA Store.
Live at the America First Warehouse. Live at the America First Warehouse on a Friday. Real America's Voice all across the country. 103.9 LI News Radio all across your radio. Suffolk County, Long Island. Glad you're in.
Corporate transfer. Fine professional, moving and storage, and inventory management.
America First Warehouse was really the most patriotic venue that you can ever imagine. We wanted to build something for people to be able to come to and feel so comfortable and so relaxed because there is nothing out there like it. We give an opportunity for people to really feel good about themselves and about this great country. What an incredible segment that was with Amir, foremost front. He knows, about Iran. I heard him say that he went to jail because of his
Political prisoner, too.
Yeah, political prisoner.
He knows what that is.
I mean, that just really is something else. And he's very, very smart. I will make a connection between him and the mayor, who's on the front lines of the Iranian crisis too. But what do you want to talk about? Want to make it happy? Look at the sad face on Gino. My goodness.
Usually you got a
know,
tough question for us, Joe.
There's got to be some good things happening. What person in the administration is making you most happy? That's what I want you to think about. What's making us most happy? But before, is Teresa in the Democratic war room yet? Because we got a lot going on at the warehouse. If she's not ready, not ready. All right.
Civil rights group. They can't get this one because they're on the right and they're panicking. So the CIA went after this mom's group. Just mama bears.
Of course.
Doing nothing wrong, went after them. But the whole thing is about how they're pushing anything that involves people not reproducing. They want to depopulate us. I'm not kidding. I firmly believe that. Gino, am I an idiot?
Yes, but I'm a bigger idiot.
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm a bigger idiot because I couldn't agree more with you. I've said this, goes all the way back to COVID. If you want to make the perfect pandemic, here's what you do. You make a virus that kills the burdens to society, the elderly, the obese, the people with 3 or more comorbidities, people with asthma, people with Alzheimer's. Okay, what do? Step 2, you terrify people. You make sure they watch the elderly people, the tribal elders die, and then as they're dying, then you scare so many people into getting the vaccine, which causes infertility, which causes death. Yep. And that's why suddenly they're like, they push all this, they try and shield the vaccine for the fact that it causes autism. That's why the Amish people, it's going to be all Amish if the world keeps up like this. They're the only ones not getting vaccinated. But all that aside, because people listen to the liars, the one that is my favorite, and I'll take the low.
Yeah, because I'm waiting to hear who it is. Like, you
Marco
can't
Rubio
you
is
can't
a
use KDJ's person.
No, Marco Rubio is a layup because just like as much as you love Tulsi, and I didn't even have her on my radar because I've given no hope up on anyone going to jail, and we already know they're idiots. But if you want to see someone call someone an idiot, every time Mark Rubio not just gets behind a podium, but responds. The speech he gave in Germany a couple weeks ago, probably over a month or two ago now, where he's just comments. It's like, you people have no ability to create green energy, so you have it all produced for you in China, who uses fossil fuels, and they're like, huh? What? And every answer he gives calls them out as idiots. Speaking of idiots, back to you, Kev.
What's a Rubio's first name?
Marco.
Rubio.
Marco?
Rubio.
Marco.
Rubio.
And am I wrong to say, at this point, if you asked me 3, 4, 5, whatever, a year ago, you asked me, it's like, obviously, next thing it's going to be J.D. Vance and Marco Rubio. Now it might be Marco Rubio and J.D. Vance.
Well, listen, while these two guys go on and on, they got their own show tomorrow, really. They do, Johnny.
Oh, nice segue.
You would think that they were on their own show today. But somebody made a comment. It looked like 4 guys from an old rock band. I really like that one.
Announcing a reunion tour.
You know
Shout out Freddie from
Phoenix. You know who's ready to reunion? Teresa is in there. She's one of the hardest workers, the chaos coordinator here at the America First Warehouse. Did an ass-kicking job putting together this weekend. I know we got a lot more happening. Teresa, are you with us? Tell us what's going on at the warehouse. Is the microphone on? Is your microphone on, Teresa?
Yeah, my mic's on.
Here you go. Now I hear you. Go ahead. Start it from the top.
All right. So we had an awesome event here this past Saturday. We had that show tonight with Mike Loftus, Studio TST. It was so much fun. Probably my favorite show that he's done yet here. And Control, if you can run that clip just so we can show the audience how awesome this was on
Trump
Saturday.
said that he was going to put ICE agents on the airport. And I'm just like, what took you so long, bro? That's who should be working there the whole time. You know, you want to self-deport? Just get on the plane. Just get on the plane.
Okay, now it's time to check in with the political weather map with America's favorite political weatherman. That's me. If you're out in Los Angeles, bad news. That Category 5 money suck is gaining steam.
Traditionally, I take my pants off when I give a back rub. Just a back rub, just a back rub. Don't freak out, it's a back rub, baby.
It was so much fun. I'm sure Joe would agree, and I don't know if any. Oh, Gino was there on Saturday night, and Johnny. Amazing. We were laughing to death. So, great job, TST. Thank you for being here. We can't wait for next time. We are gonna show the next clip, which next slide, which is our podcast schedule. If you could just screenshot that, scan that QR code. We are now proud to say that we have 13 shows with one more coming soon. Full schedule lineup. You can get that there. And today we welcome Lila Ray and Alden for the youth podcast that we're debuting today. It'll be the fourth Tuesday of every month. We are very excited to see the perspective of young adults here, and we're just grateful, and we're excited for tonight. So good luck, girls. Thursday night is our faith night here at the warehouse. We have Bible study run by our dear friends, Tom and Amanda Weirman. You can sign up online. The information's right there. And immediately following that, we have Christ to Conquer the Nations with Pastor Crystal. It's a beautiful night for worship and prayer and healing, so please come down and see us on a Thursday night. Every Friday night, we have Live from Studio 6B. This Friday night, they're back in our warehouse, and we're looking forward to having them here. So get your tickets online now. And we have a special event coming to you that we just booked with Tommy Robinson. He is hot all over the news right now, being interviewed by Gavin McGinnis. And we're excited to put this event out, so please grab your tickets now. They're going very fast. Also in April, we have the movie documentary premiering of the 1916 Project. It's a phenomenal documentary, and we're looking forward to that, so please get your tickets online for that. May 9th, we bring you Guitar Legends with our dear friend Joe Cumia, a great patriot, rocking the house here at the America First Warehouse, so please consider that. There will also be a rally in Belmore that day, caravanning here to the concert, so you can get all the details online. We're also bringing something brand new to you, which is Freedom in Motion Dance Fitness, honoring America 250. You can get in shape here at the America First Warehouse with a patriotic playlist. That's the next slide, fellas. There you go. You can register online. It is a fundraiser for the America First Warehouse. It'll be a lot of fun on Monday nights starting May 18th. Next up is the Not So Newlywed Game Show hosted by Fred Rubino. Tickets are for sale now. You can get them online. And we are also looking for a couple of other contestants to join us that night, so please consider that. We're also going to ask you to save the date for June 19th and 20th. AMAC is bringing a phenomenal event here to the warehouse honoring America 250. And Rav will be here the night before doing a special event as well. It's going to be a great, great night. Our item of the month is the America Must Put God First mug. You can get that on our website or in our venue when you're here for events. And I just want to shout out our affiliates, which is My Patriot Travel, My Pillow, LifeWave, and the Sound Money Wallet. And you can get everything that I just said to you on our website, more information there. You can scan that. Or to support us, the best way now is to download our free app, which you can scan that QR code for that as well. Thank you very much, everybody. Back to you guys.
Great. Thank you very much, Teresa. Hey, Johnny boy, it's back to you, brother. You better get together over here.
Geez,
you had a lot of time to think about it. You had a lot of time. Who's doing the best job makes you the most happy
I
this
thought
week?
it was these two guys' show, but I'm glad I got a little time to answer it. And it wasn't who is that makes me happy that's part of the Trump administration.
Yes.
I love to see Judge Jeanine Pirro get out there in front of the cameras without her makeup on. I loved her when she was on the 5 because she knows this stuff. She's a judge. She should know this stuff. But she's a right-wing judge, and she's a logical judge. So she went out after the guy in charge of the Fed because it went $20 billion over, and he has a new pool in the back of his house. There's a lot of disgust in there. It got blocked because they all work together. They've been in the system forever, and they blocked her, but she's vicious, and she's not giving up. That truth's going to come out.
Did she say that Jerome Powell had a new pool?
I just threw that in to make it a good story, but he had money is missing. You know what I mean? That's what it is. It's all fraud. Billions of dollars to refurb one building, you know. You know this fraud.
Yes. Now,
I just love Judge
I
Jeanine.
know.
That was the question.
With 2 minutes left, everybody's kind of wondering, who's Joe going to pick, right? Who's Joe going to pick?
I wouldn't think that at all.
Yeah, I was just.
Nobody was wondering.
I was
Kevin,
wondering.
were you wondering what I was saying?
I was wondering what he does to Judge Jeanine Pirro without her makeup on. That's what I was wondering.
It was very detailed.
Love her just the same. She's
Judge
unbelievable.
Janine without her makeup. I don't know why that was so.
Because she
important
got threatened. The 3 o'clock phone call got threatened that she better drop it.
Oh. And she didn't have no makeup on.
She was so angry. She didn't want it. She said, I don't have time to put. I got to get there and show that I'm not backing down.
She's really fun.
You
know who else is not?
No, she got threatened that.
You know who else is not backing down? I mean, and this guy to me makes me so happy. I love watching him come and crush the enemy. It's the Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, and he's doing a great job. He makes me so happy. Sorry, I beat you all, as I always do on this, because it's my show after all.
I mean, that guy loves our country. He is the best military man to have running our Department of War. I couldn't say that I love anybody more. He's right. Him and Trump, they're up there with my favorites, man. I love Pete Hegseth.
What a great show today. I really enjoyed having I know sometimes Gino thinks it's his show. Is this your show or whose show is this? Gino.
I won't come.
He's
You know
not
what?
coming anymore.
And their show is on today or tomorrow night? Today?
No, he comes back tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
again,
dude.
guys.
Yeah, I love watching your guys' show. You got me cracking up. I love it. So looking forward to that tomorrow.
Yeah, Gino, you're not a sensitive guy, are you?
No, please.
Yeah, please. But you look like you was about to cry for a second. And please don't cry. There's no crying on the America First set, and there's no crying for America First politics, and there's no crying by the American people. We're so excited about taking this country
The
back.
only crying is the Democrats because they better be making a lot of crying when they lose this.
No
midterm.
crying in baseball opening day tomorrow.
Cry me a river, will you? No crying in baseball either.
Most people think they have options when searching for the best deals when they travel. But here's the shocking truth.
America First Warehouse, a beacon for all to see, a symbol of hope, a symbol of unity. For the patriots of America, we stand tall and free in the America First Warehouse, where our hearts will always be. The America First Warehouse, a beacon for all to see, a symbol of hope, a symbol of unity. For the patriots